we have another organization that's called Campus Cursive. And with us today from Campus Cursive is the president, Emily,
Hi.
our guest today. Hi, Emily. How are you doing?
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, we're excited. Tell us what Campus Cursive is.
So it might sound a little bit strange, but we're actually a club on campus. We just were founded, about a year ago. And basically, we are the App State branch of a more international organization called The World Needs More Love Letters. And basically, we just try to uplift and encourage individuals through tangible acts of love, and we focus on letter writing.
Letter writing. So how do you guys, you just meet as a group and you come up with ideas for letters? How do you do this?
Yeah, so basically do you remember positive Post-it Note Day?
I do remember that.
So for people who don't know, that was a day that was created by my friend Sam Bender, and she basically just had a day where people could write positive Post-it notes and stick them all around campus. So we're kind of like that on a more small scale. But yeah, we just kind of get together as a club, and if there's a stressful kind of time of the year, for example, exam week, we're planning to do a lot of things with that. And so we'll just get together, write some letters, and then they can spread them wherever they'd like, literally random places like the library or, Cascades, random places where people are every single day. So.
Awesome. So will you tell us how Campus Cursive got started?
Absolutely. So I'll just kind of take it back to sophomore year for me. I remember I was going through a pretty difficult time, and this blog that I came across was written by Hannah Brencher. She's actually the founder of this worldwide organization, More Love Letters. So I ended up stumbling across her blog, didn't know her at all, complete stranger, but her words touched me, and they just really inspired me and kind of pulled me out of the state that I was in. And so she also wrote a book, and it was just really inspiring. And I also found out about the other Campus Cursive chapters that are all around the country. I believe there's over 100 now.
Wow.
Yeah, so I just decided to go for it because I wanted to impact another individual the way that Hannah impacted me.
That's awesome. Was Hannah a student when she started this?
She wasn't actually. She graduated college and moved to New York City, which can be a difficult place to live. And she was kind of just sucker punched in the face by depression. And she was on the subway one day and coming home from work, and she saw this lady on the train who looked really downtrodden and sad. And she just decided to write her a letter telling her that she's loved and that she's worthy. Just saying that, I don't know what you're going through at this particular time, but I know your value and your worth, and I don't want you to ever doubt that, which can be so easy to do. And so by the time, she had finished the letter, the lady was already gone because she was just so focused on writing. And so Hannah decided to just start writing these letters, leaving them around New York City, park benches, public libraries, places like that for random people she's never met to find. So
Awesome.
she's pretty awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you said that you guys meet every week, your organization?
It's actually bi-weekly.
Bi-weekly. So can anybody come meet you guys?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We would love to have anybody. But yeah, it's every other Monday. I believe our next meeting's on November 14th. So 6:15 to 7:15, just an hour of your day. Sit down, write some letters. I think we're going to be focusing on, exam week, that kind of thing.
Definitely.
But we also have another thing coming up. It's this coming week, November 9th. We're having a contact table, and we're doing an event called the Love Letter Bucket Challenge. So I don't know if you've heard of the ALS bucket challenge. People throw ice on each other. Yeah. So we're kind of doing something like that, but we're just going to be collecting letters, trying to get students to come up to our table, write some, and then we're going to put them all in a bucket and get drenched in love letters. That sounds weird, but yeah. So that's kind of our new event.
Fun. And where is that taking place at?
It'll be in the Union.
Okay.
I believe it's in the International Hallway, but we'll have signs and stuff so you won't get lost.
Okay. And that's next week?
This coming week, so this coming Wednesday, November 9th, from 10 to 2.
So what can you say that you feel students have gotten from this organization?
Well, as far as our club members go, we definitely have provided a safe place, a community, I guess. As far as people that we don't know, we've gotten so many people who have found our letters or Post-it notes or whatever. They've taken a picture of it, put it on their social media, and the caption they would say things like, "Thank you so much for changing my day," or, you know, I don't know, they would just share those like personal stories. And the interesting thing for me is like, with our club, you don't really know how it's going to affect people. You don't know who it's going to affect, with be it one person or be it 100. And so it is really cool when you do find that it is affecting people like that. So yeah, it's really awesome to be a part of.
And how long has it been on Apps Campus, Campus Cursives?
Yeah, so actually this is coming up like our 1-year anniversary, which is kind of crazy.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Thank you, yeah. My vice president, Andrea Santoyo, she moved to App, or she came here as a freshman, and she wanted to start the organization because she was so inspired by Hannah as well. And she, I don't know, it's kind of hard to start a club sometimes. It can be a lot of like hoops to jump through. So she kind of put it on the back burner when she was a freshman, and then like this was my junior year, so like last year I found out about Hannah and everything she was doing in the organization, and I applied to be a campus cursive leader, and then kind of got hooked up with Andrea. Didn't know her at all. We were complete strangers, and now we're like very good friends and working, you know, for the greater good of like the organization.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome. She's one of my best friends now, so.
That's great that you guys have been able to connect through
Yeah.
something so,
Yeah.
I guess, Kismet. You both.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. It's crazy how it's all worked out.
That's
So,
really nice. Well, what could you say that you've personally, I know you said you're personally connected to this organization, but what have you gotten from it and working as a president?
Yeah, it's so gratifying, honestly. I mean, I'm very busy with other organizations, and it can be hard to kind of manage everything, but like, I'm so glad that I've always stuck with Campus Cursive, just because, I don't know, getting to like play a part and being a leader and, you know, connecting all these different strangers together in love. It's just so cool to be able to like sit back and watch it. And it's very humbling too,
Yeah.
I think, for me. I don't know. It's great. I never thought that this kind of a thing would ever happen, but I'm so glad that it did.
Nice. What's a letter that you've written recently? What did it consist of? Some of the messages that you left behind?
Yeah, that's a good question. Well, recently we just did actually like a chalking to advertise for our contact table. I don't know. I always love like the phrase like "you are so worth loving" because like in college, it's so easy to doubt your self-worth. Sorry, can't self-worth.
Yuck.
But I don't know. I just love it. It's so simple. It's so easy. And you know, we get so bogged down by every little thing, and it's so hard to like prioritize your mental health and have that like kind of self-confidence and feel that you are worthy. So those are just kind of my messages, and also just that like we always say like I'm rooting for you, stranger. Like hang in there, which I think is really powerful too.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Emily, I'm really happy that you got to share everything that Campus Cursive does for App State and the students. So I'm really glad we got to talk to you.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here.